has nothing to do with you going against your divine nature. I mean, unless you were already there. What? I can't with this shit. You know, I can't take this person seriously at all. I cannot. The message she's sending out to people, hell no. Mm-mm. That's somebody with a closed-minded view. I don't. You have a closed-minded view when it, especially when it comes to the public. There's a closed-mindedness with you. That's what I'm noticing with this person. Um, a very subjective character. This person is. I mean, what the hell? Don't tell nobody that they're going against their divine nature because of who the fuck they support. What is wrong with you? Never mind that people have different morals, different beliefs, different views, different opinions, different backgrounds, different histories, period. As to how and why and where they are in their life. I guess never mind this. If they choose to support someone that you don't agree that they should be supporting, you're telling people that they're going against their true divine nature because they did that. No. As a spiritualist, I would never tell you this. Never, ever, ever would I tell you this. I would never tell you this. Because to be quite honest with you, your political views should not have a significance on your spiritual guidance at all. Like that shouldn't have anything to do with your spiritual guidance or your spiritual health either. I would not. I'm not going to. I wouldn't tell you this. I'm just gonna leave it at that. What is wrong with people, dog? What's wrong with them? Ooh, goodness. The type of stuff I be hearing people say. Are you miserable? I mean, I have to ask these questions because I'm trying to figure out who the fuck are you? Who the hell are you to tell somebody that if their opinion differs with your opinion, and I'm wording it like this on purpose, that if their opinion is different from your opinion, then their integrity may be called into question. What? I'm calling your integrity into question because of who you support. Then I guess that would go for everybody. I guess that goes for everybody. Does that not go for everybody? I mean, I'm hearing this from other people that your integrity may be called into question based upon who you support. What? You do know everybody can say the same exact thing about you. As long as that's understood, we don't have a problem. But the way this person speaks, how they come off to me, they're directing this at everybody else. I guess if you're the type of person who care about whether or not somebody is questioning your integrity, it would matter. I don't care what you got to say about who I choose to support. That is my choice. You don't have to agree with that. But who the hell are you to tell me that my integrity is in question because of who I support? Mommy? I think I would have to understand the who, what, when, why, where first. That's me. That's me. That's that. Those are the type of questions that I would have to sit down and really understand with someone. But then I'm probably not gonna care if they choose to do this or do that, and I do differently. That's me though. I don't care. It's your choice. It's your choice. What you decide to do, for whom you decide to do it with or for. That's your choice. And you did it for your reasons. I'm not about to go to you and say something's wrong with you, or stay away from that person because that person's judgment is in question. Their integrity is in question. Yo! Nobody better ever. Don't ever. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't make people feel like they don't have a right to choose differently than someone else. Because there are some people out here who are vulnerable to that. They may feel like because they listen to you, that if you make a suggestion like this to them and they consider you to be somebody significant, where they pay attention to you, you could absolutely influence them. And with a statement like that, you can make that person feel like, whether you did it intentionally or not, you may make this person feel like, because of their right to choose and because of the decision they chose to make, that something's wrong with them, or something may be wrong with them. And I have to say it like this because people need to be mindful of what the fuck they say. See, I'm the type of person that if I put something out to you, you can always contact me for clarification. I would not close that door on anyone. If they have a question about something that I said and they would like me to go into further context about it, I'm willing to do that. I'm one of those persons who will do that if you contact me. But you have those out here that don't offer that space for you. They want to say what they want to say, get it out there. But then they can't handle the potential criticism that may come behind that. Because if people like this put out a message, the ones I'm talking about, if people like this put out a message, and then somebody makes a comment on their page or attempts to get their attention some kind of way, usually on their page, where they say something in response to what they, what they heard, what they're hearing. These type of people, they can't take criticism very well. So if you say it in the way that you mean for it to be conveyed, they may take that as disrespectful, and they may just delete your comment and not even, they act like it didn't even exist. So that tells me that these people are not open to speaking to you about the opinions and suggestive information that they put out to you. All I'm gonna say is keep waiting on that impeachment. Keep waiting on it. That's what I'm gonna say. Keep waiting on it. Oh my gosh. Let me say this. I'm trying to be as cool as I can. But let me say this. I am who I am, and I choose to do what I do. Nobody's gonna make me feel a way about my choices at all, ever, because I make my choices for me. I have me in mind when I'm making my choices, unless it requires me to have in mind my children. Otherwise, it's me making my decision, and nobody's gonna make me feel a way about that. Who the hell are you to tell people that make their choices. That their choices are problematic. The choice they made is the wrong choice. Who the hell are you? And who the hell are you to act like you know somebody's stance on politics? You don't know that unless they tell you. You have no idea unless they tell you. You're mad because there are other political affiliated people that are not Republicans or Democrats. They choose to support what they choose to support, no matter who's behind it. We don't give a damn that you don't like that. We don't fucking care. Who the fuck are you to surmise that because we speak about this, bring attention to this, that we're really Republicans? I wish you would. I dare you. You can, let me say it like this. You can say what you want. But if it's about another person, that shit has to be affirmed by that other person. Because you can say what the fuck you want. You know nothing unless it is put out there. But regardless of what political affiliation you have, you are free to choose to support whatever you want to, regardless of what political party is supporting that. Who the hell said you had to vote on everything that this party is for? But you had to be against everything that this party is for. A lot of us don't fit in categories like that. Sorry. But I will say this. You know better than to open your mouth about a particular person that you definitely have in mind when you're speaking. It's how off-putting it can seem that you choose an article that you may read about that comes out to bring up a point, so that you don't have to, or that you don't make it seem like you're talking about somebody in particular. I've seen this multiple times where people are using the news. They use the news articles or whatever information that they're finding out to have talking points, and they try to use that to bring their point across, rather than saying that they heard a person or saw a person or knew a person in particular that they're talking about. They'd rather make it more of a group thing or a people thing or an affiliated thing where multiple people are incorporated. That's why I stand out. I'm going to continue to stand out that way. I don't just put out messages to people or give my opinions about things and then just let it go. Or I don't shy away from feedback because of what someone else's opinion may be about something I said. I don't do that. So maybe that is something that you need to keep in the forefront of your mind, that you are someone who do not care for objective criticism. You don't care for criticism. It's a fine line for you to be critiqued on the shit that you say. And if that is the case, I would think that you'd be mindful about some of the stuff that you personally would say. It's interesting when it comes to being critiqued, when it comes to people providing their feedback. That's a subjective matter. Um, but I absolutely do not agree that if you make a choice or you choose to support someone that shares a different opinion, has a different view than you should absolutely be understanding about that and not make someone feel like their integrity is questionable because of who they support or what they support. Um, you can have that opinion about someone, but that is something that I would keep in the back of my mind about somebody that I am taking spiritual advice from. Because that 9 times out of 10, that person may have difficulty with helping you. They probably won't be able to help you. Because they have a biased view. Their views are their views, and they should not be put on other people. Nobody, like I said, should be made to feel like because they have a right to choose and they choose differently than you, that you would question their integrity. And then you expect to still, or it's possible that you would expect to still receive their support. Well, yeah, if that person is impressionable and may feel like because they support you, they may find you to be significant in your messages. If you say something like this, you may have this person second guess themselves, or you may have this person feel like something's wrong with them, or it's crazy how people can be impressionable on people like this. Where people literally listen to you and they follow you directly, and then if you say something or follow you, your suggestions and your advice, and then you say something like this, you may have people thinking the wrong shit. All I'm saying is, no, I absolutely do not agree with someone telling you that your integrity is questionable because you chose to support someone different than they did, without taking into consideration who, what, why, or where, or when. But even before getting to that point, just not respecting the right to choice, because that's what that sounds like to me. That you don't respect the right to choice if you're telling someone that their integrity is in question because of who they chose to support. You would question their integrity. You are telling them that something's wrong with them, with their integrity, because they chose to support someone that you don't support. What does that have to do with spirituality? What? So I guess if you're supporting this administration, you're going against the goodness within yourself. Well, damn, that's a hell of a lot of Americans. That is a hell of a lot of Americans. Okay, that's a lot of Americans. People need to watch what the hell they're putting out to people. It just bothers me so damn bad to hear people saying the shit that they fucking say. Because I would look at you and be... Because sometimes you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. You have to laugh. What? I can't. Your spiritual journey is about you. That's what I'm gonna say. It's about you. And if you feel good about the choice that you made, the decision you made for yourself, hopefully it was by yourself that you made this decision. You own your decision. Own your decision. It was your decision. You made it for you. Regardless of how many other reasons you made your decision. One reason you made the decision was for you. Because you wanted to. And people need to they don't put that to the side because of what someone else is saying about your decision. Don't do that. Own your decision. Own why you made your decision. And as long as you're okay with your decision, that's what matters. If you're okay with your decision. I don't ever wish ruin. I don't wish ruin on anyone. I don't care if you are oppositional to me or adverse to what I have to say. I don't wish ruin on you. I don't wish bad on you. I don't wish negative shit on you. I don't wish that. Okay? I would not tell you that. I do not wish that. I will say exactly what it is that I wish and hope. But I try not to wish bad or negativity on anyone. Because why? Why would I say something like that? What I will say is, you reap what you sow, or everything happens in time, on time, no matter if you understand it or not. But oh goodness, to sit here and listen to someone that's supposedly giving spiritual messages, talking about people being ruined, because of their choices, their decision to support who they choose to support. Yeah, it's like they're speaking as though these people are walking targets. Like, I hope that's not what you're doing. But I'm receiving it the way it's coming out. But I can also read between the lines, and I can feel the emotion behind it. And I'm telling you, everything that I'm hearing is not coming from a place of empathy. It's not. You're trying to make people feel a way about not supporting who or how you support. That's not okay. Well, I'm reading that. But I don't feel no type of way. As a matter of fact, I've been laughing this entire time. I've been laughing this entire time. But what I will tell independents, and what I will tell people who are not party affiliated or libertarian, what I will tell all of you is to continue being how you are. You're that way for a reason. And don't allow anyone to make you feel like something's wrong with you because of your choice. How interesting is it that they would talk about people who are not affiliated with their party, without taking into consideration that many people who are now a different party member or a different party supporter used to be supporters of their party. I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there, that look at how many people in politics or in the network circles of politicians that used to be associated with the left. But this particular presidency, they voted right. It's many people, many people like this. And I would never tell you that something's wrong with you for the way that you voted. I would never tell you that. But there are people out here that are putting that message out. I'm going to continue to say this. It's a damn shame that people have allowed politics to interfere with their relationships with others. And I don't give a damn who agrees with that or not. But it's a damn shame that you can't even be around someone because of their political views. That has nothing to do with you. Why does that have anything to do with y'all relationship? Unless y'all are a couple. I mean, this don't make any sense. That I'm seeing that people sort of outwardly show love. They outwardly show love for people who, because you know, people like to use this word so much these days. That's a red flag to me now. So that people use this word. But you're showing love outwardly for people who you know share the same political stance as you because they're in the same party as you. But you don't outwardly show love for people who hold a different political stance than you. Why are you picking and choosing who you show love to? Because I don't understand why their political stance has anything to do with you showing love. And I don't understand that. So unless you're willing to explain that to me, I'm going to continue feeling that way about what you're doing. Because I see that that's what you're doing. A lot of you are doing that. It's so fucking sad. They're these grown people that are like this. These, if you're not one of us, you're one of them people. And obviously you don't know the true meaning of that word either if you're like this. And this is my opinion about you if you're like this.